Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. So I've just had an interesting, 30 minutes. I recorded this video once, didn't have my microphone unmuted. I muted the microphone, recorded it again, uploaded it, and then realized that the microphone feed was muted on Streamlabs. So yeah, third time lucky, definitely being recorded now because I can see the bar is going up and down. I've just ordered an on-air thing, so it actually will tell me if my microphone feed's not recording and stuff like that, because that was just absolute mayhem. But as you can see from the title of this video, it's addressing a few things across the board at 3568, 4095, the software update, and pretty much all of the FUD that's going around and misinformation and things like that about the burn tax implementation, August 22nd, and all kinds of things like that. So let's start from the top. As I promised you folks, I have spoken to the person I wanted to speak to, which was the chairman of the board, discuss a few things and pretty much ask him for a direct sourced update from him as to where the software update stands, 4095 stands, and 3568 stands. And he's replied to me as he always does, and he's given me a really solid response. It backs up exactly what's been said time and time again, and in the white paper, which is public for people to go and view. I'm just going to take a sip of my drink, folks. 2 secs. So yeah, sorry about that. It's so hot here today. So moving forward with the 3568, 4095, it's all in testing. So this is the direct response that I've got. Hi Jay, good morning. v0.5.21, which covers 3568 and 4095, is still being tested. The devs are currently testing the upgrade process on the testnet that mainnet validator and node operators will have to go through to ensure there are no issues with it. And like I said, this is stated in the white paper, as well as all of the times we've covered it across the board, that it's all in testing. And this whole situation that's unfolding with people saying, well, it's not going to happen until August time anyway, and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. And where this August 22nd date has come from is there was a statement made where they have said they would, if everything goes to plan, August 22nd is around the blockchain's block it approaches, it would be the one that will allow new validators to come back. And we only have around 83, but it's between 80 and 90 active validators, and there can be up to 130 active validators at one time. So it just goes to show that yes, we do need to get 2/3 of them on board, but at the same time, a lot of them have already voted on these proposals. A lot of them voted yes. So it's all we're just moving forward in a really, really positive direction. This whole Terra Station update that we had from TFL is really, really interesting. I've been doing deeper dives into it and just really looking at it and seeing what it means. And in my opinion, they fully passed the torch to the community. They said they'll help where they can, and this seems like they are helping. So yeah, what we'd like to see is them re-enable staking and work with Terra Rebels to keep moving everything forward and working to restore Lunar Classic like we're trying to do and like we are doing. So now moving forward with the total supply and the issues surrounding that with USTC. So a lot of people don't know what epochs are. Epochs are around 7.7 days. So it's an average time. I mean, it could be a couple of days more, it could be a couple of days shorter. It's all down to how fast the blockchain moves itself. Now, we've seen it been removed from the circulating supply, right? So if we go now over to the coin market cap, you can see that the total supply for USTC has been reduced, but we're yet to see this. But I can now confirm that this has been reduced. So we can query the blockchain, and Raider has done this. If you don't know who Raider is, he is the chairman of Terra Rebels. He's not a leader. No one leads anything. He's just a chairman that helps move things and coordinate with others. There's a lot of departments and there's a lot of people involved in this, and not one person is paid. So on querying the blockchain, he has asked, what is the total supply of USTC? On doing that, it's come back and thrown in this number, which equates to the exact amount that is showing up for the circulating supply reduction. Now, as to why we're not seeing the supply, the total supply, go down straight away on this, and the reason why it might take possibly another week for it to actually register on these systems is because they're not direct sources. So everything it gets and all of the information that it gets, it has to source it from somewhere. It can't just make the numbers up. It has to source it. So things like this system's probably been hard coded into the CMC website system to possibly do it like every 2 to 3 weeks or something like that. But a lot of people need to remember that CoinMarketCap do verify their data. So they always verify the supplies and things like that. And as to all the people saying about coins being added into the total supply and all sorts of crazy stuff like that, it's just coins being staked and unstaked, or delegated and then undelegated or redelegated, and all of those things in between. So yeah, looking really, really good for the price of Luna Classic and USTC right now. A lot of people have said to me, well, isn't Bitcoin carrying it? And I wouldn't say it is, but at the same time, we just don't know. We can't say for certain that that is the case. If we go to the broader image of things, it's not like everything's like going for it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's really struggling. It's a really, 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 really bad market out there at the moment, as most of you know. So like I said, moving back to the query system, I'll leave a link to this in the description. Folks, please do share this around, show people, and help inform them, because at the end of all of this, it's just a load of misinformed people. If we can inform them, get them on side, get them to support what we're doing, and get them to huddle with us like penguins, we can really keep pushing this forward. And it's the same for the Luna Classic Let It Burn channel. So yeah, like I said, link to this in the description. Do feel free to check it out. If you don't know this, Meta Gloria are going to be burning around 30 million Luna Classic over the course of the next 13 days. They burnt 1 million yesterday. They'll be burning 1 million today. And yeah, we're going to be doing a video on the Luna Classic Let It Burn channel to explain to the community why it's actually better to do lots and lots of smaller burns instead of sending huge burns all the time in one hit. We're going to get into it. We're going to dive down. We're going to break it down, and we're going to get a few people from Terra Rebels to possibly come and explain that side of things. So another thing that I'm going to suggest, and I have suggested before, is for Terra Rebels to do a Twitter Spaces AMA where you, the public, are able to ask them questions. So if that's something you would like to see, please let me know in the comment section. I will make it suggested in the next steering group meeting. I'll get someone to put it through and suggest it. I know it's something that has been spoken about. So yeah, with the marketing restructure and things like that, we really can start to move forward. If you didn't know that Terra Rebels have gone for a marketing restructure, feel free to go out to their Discord group, go to local announcements, and it is in there. There was a restructure. People have been stripped. Some people have been removed from their positions of power, but no one has been kicked from the server, because at the end of the day, we're all there to best serve the community. But like I said, when things get the way that they did, something has to change. Someone has to address stuff. And yeah, Terra Rebels really did come forth and address that situation. So yeah, huge thanks to you all for all of the support across the board. I cannot say that enough. You really did keep me going when I was in hospital. And if you don't know this, I posted in Terra Rebels last night in the Luna module, because there's a lot of people that just can't help themselves with the whole he's a drama queen, and you know, he's really playing on it and stuff like that. So I actually posted the bottom section of my discharge notes with my, obviously my name blacked out and my NHS number for obvious reasons. But yeah, sadly during my operation, I actually died, and they had to resuscitate me. So yeah, nothing's ever going to stop me from doing what I have set out to do. We are here to serve you folks, and that is it. And yeah, like I always say, just be careful out there. Beware of scammers, doppelgangers, anybody pretends to be me, or the Happy Cat Crypto channel. You can find me in Terra Rebels Discord, OG Lunatics Discord, or on Twitter. You can sign up for our broadcaster system, which is here. There's no group chat, no nonsense or anything like that. Just updates on the go, real factual stuff. So yeah, it's not financial advice. Catch you in the next one.